Now, Trump, who is off embarrassing the United States in the Far East, when he heard about the mass killing, he said, quote, "All of America is praying to God to help the wounded and the families. We will never, ever leave their side," end quote. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But Trump, by this point, has already forgotten these people. Trump is a psychopath. And as such, there is no way that he can feel empathy or concern or even have a memory of people who are destroyed by some crazy son of a bitch like this guy who did the destruction on Sunday. What Trump says is what somebody writes down, puts in front of him, say that. And he says it. And then he's off to play golf or make an ass of himself in front of foreign heads of state. He added, quote, "In dark times such as these, Americans do what they do best. We pull together, we join hands and lock arms." And when I read that statement, I kept thinking of the professional football players who join hands and lock arms and refuse to show any kind of honor when a stupid shit song is being sung about a flag. Incredible stuff, right? In the one instance, locking hands and or locking arms is considered disrespectful. Trump says that after mass killings, we do what Americans do best. We join hands and lock arms. You crazy son of a bitch, why not pass laws that at least force people to register when they buy a weapon that is designed strictly to kill lots of people in a short period of time? Not lots of deer in a short period of time, not lots of rabbits, not lots of pheasants, but lots of people. That's what these weapons are designed to do. But before this month is out, this is November 6th, I will guarantee you that before this night is out, or this month is out, there will be at least another mass killing, maybe two, possibly more, in the United States, where multiple people will be made dead and another multiple of people will be made wounded. Guarantee it. And it's just going to go on forever. What you have to do, what we have to do, we have to, especially because we have a 13-year-old, is to teach, and we've done our best to teach Molly, and has her school, which has a couple police officers stationed there during the time school is in session. And the school that Molly attends had instruction on what to do if it comes over the PA system or it becomes evident some other way that there's a mass shooter inside the building, and that is to hit the deck, try to hide, stay down, don't run, don't sit up, don't make yourself visible. Trump also added this, quote, "And through the tears and through the sadness, we stand strong, oh so strong." I'm sure that was just great consolation for the families who were destroyed on Sunday by this psycho. The 14-year-old daughter of the church's pastor was one of the people murdered. And during one of the one of the press conferences this morning from Sutherland Springs, Texas, one of the people at the microphones said to offer prayers for these families, but make sure it's in the name of Jesus. And I thought when I heard that, well, first, that means the Jews can't pray for the children or the families, and the Muslims can't pray for the families, because this guy made it very clear. Pray, send your prayers up in the name of Jesus. And as so often happens after a tragedy like this, you have people who say, even people whose family members were destroyed, you have people say, well, I don't understand it, but I'm sure God does. Or, I know it was God's will. As far as the children who were butchered this time, oh, and by the way, I wonder if Alex Jones and the other rest of these scum, these filth that lives in this country are going to say that this one was pretend. It never happened. Like they said about the school in Connecticut. Sandy Hook. But when I hear these Christians say that it's God's will or God has a reason, that's one of the things I always say. God has a reason for doing these things. Maybe God's reason in this case is to tell the people to wake the fuck up and stop with the guns. You think? You think maybe that these people, these Christians, all of whom think that guns are just a blessing from Jesus, do you think maybe somebody, somewhere, I'm not talking about these people who lost family members, they're not going to be able to think about anything except their grief. But do you suppose maybe this sick fucking deity that these people constantly evoke when this stuff happens, do you think maybe that the message, this sick, destructive bully that they call God, maybe the message he's trying to send is stop with the guns, assholes? You think? Nah. Everybody knows God sits on the board, this God sits on the board of the NRA. He wants people to have guns. He wants them in the churches. He wants them in the schools, nightclubs, libraries, hospitals, every fucking place. That's where this degenerate God that these poor people pray to, when their families are murdered, he wants guns. Doesn't he? Huh? I'm talking as if this shit's real. I'll tell you what's real. What's real is the death of these innocent people. I say innocent people because I don't know. To me, they're innocent. Anybody who's shot dead by a mass killer is an innocent victim of that mass killer.